So JD has gotten the last laugh as Jerry Bruckheimer, he dropped an absolute bombshell saying that we, not he, mind you, we are trying to get back JD for another Pirates of the Caribbean movie. We. I wonder who we could be again. And what's hilarious is when you look at what sources are saying behind the scenes and what people like Margot Robbie have accidentally let out, you can see Disney desperately trying to walk back the things that they did to JD because of a person that they said pulled a bait and switch on them, somebody that threatened to sue them, by the way. Yeah, there's a lot of talk behind the scenes about how Disney wants to beg JD to make a Pirates of the Caribbean film. And this makes a lot of sense. Why? Because Disney is losing billions of dollars. They've seen their revenue decline. They've turned over a CEO and more. And when you look at that and you consider how much money they actually made with JD, you can see why they would want him back desperately. You and I, we're going to talk about this new development today, too. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. All right, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. Now, this isn't some rumor about JD potentially returning, from some tabloid and on. This is Jerry Bruckheimer. Jerry Bruckheimer attached to Pirates of the Caribbean. When he uses words like we in discussions too, you know who else he has to be talking about? He has to be talking about the people that put on Pirates. He has to be talking about Disney. But listen to this. I thought this was really telling.
Are we seeing a return with Johnny Depp to Pirates of the Caribbean? I've been reading about that online. Is that like pipped happen, do you think?
We're still working on it. Nothing's definitive yet, but we continue to take little baby steps getting towards a screenplay.
Now, as far as Jerry Bruckheimer is concerned, he has always bagged JD. This has been noted publicly. He's talked about things many times. There was also discussion in the trial. Behind the scenes, apparently Jerry Bruckheimer, he was annoyed enough that he went to the higher-ups at Disney. He made it very clear that he was not happy about what was going on, and still Disney, they stood in the way. This discussion, though, it is a different one. Why? Because Jerry Bruckheimer isn't talking about hypotheticals. He isn't talking about backing. He's talking about how we want to go forward. He mentions scripting. He mentions baby steps, but more than that, he goes beyond discussing himself. And Disney, they don't like it when people bring them up in something unless they have approval. They know what kind of PR it will be generated by that if things go wrong. But right now, Disney, they're in a bad place. They need positive PR, and every single time this movie comes up, it generates headlines like this. And what's interesting about this discussion is that this wasn't just some random thing that came up, nor did it come up from some place that was really friendly with JD. It came from The Sun. The Sun that got sued by JD in 2020 because of an article they put out. Yeah. They're the ones that were hyping up this idea, telling people he was going to come back. He will be part of Pirates of the Caribbean movie. That's why you have Jerry Bruckheimer answering this thing at all. And again, when he's answering it, Disney, it looks like they told him, yeah, you can bring us up in this. You can bring this up positively. Again, baby steps, but also baby steps to a return that are sponsored by a company that didn't even treat the guy with respect. How things have changed in the last 4 years. Now, if this were just some isolated comment, it would be an interesting thing. But remember, this hasn't happened alone. Just last month, we had Margot Robbie come out and tell us the news about the Pirates of the Caribbean reboot. And remember, Disney hyped this thing for ever. They even brought on Jerry Bruckheimer to talk about it, so that thing was real. It was going to happen. They brought in writers for it. They brought on Birds of Prey staff. So many people. Then Margot Robbie comes out not only does she talk about it, but when you look at the statement, it reads like damage control from Disney. I mean, listen to this here. Quote, "We had an idea, and we were developing it for a while, ages ago, to have more of a female lead. Not totally female led. They're telling you, yeah, more of a female led. What was that going to be? It was going to be a replacement for JD, but otherwise, it's kind of the same movie, but just a different story now, a different kind. We thought that would have been really cool, but I guess Disney, don't want to do that. Now, why wouldn't they want to do that? Because they think it won't make money. They think it will damage the brand. They've seen all of the discussion, all of the hype around JD, and they understand that he is the thing they have to bring back. Not the franchise, him. He's that franchise. Now, what's especially interesting about this, and says that JD, he's really had the last laugh on this subject, is the fact that JD, he no longer needs Disney, but Disney, they need him. I mean, he's moved on with music. He's doing his own thing. You see his star on the rise, and I mean, it is rising, and it is rising quickly. Meanwhile, Disney, they're losing money hand over fist. They've turned over a CEO. They've even brought Bob Iger back because they were losing stock cap. I mean, they were getting hit right where it hurts. And now Disney, they're having layoffs. They've been talking about another round of layoffs too, after a discussion about this in November. So just a month ago, they let people go. They're talking about it yet again. And you know that thing that Disney loves to hype up in the public, telling you about all the subscribers, basically turning people off, making it look like, hey, we have success. We don't need you in Disney Plus. Well, here's the thing. Disney Plus has never made money. That's right. Never made a dime. In fact, not only is it not making money, it's like a hole that sucks in money to the point that it has lost billions of dollars, and it is not projected to earn any money, even by Disney standards, for another couple of years. So yeah, when you look at a statement like that from Jerry Bruckheimer, I mean, really read between the lines. Disney, they have a franchise that is parked, that has made tens of billions of dollars, but one that is reliant on JD. They understand that too. Like I said, he has the last laugh in this because they thought they could get rid of him. They thought they could reboot. Now look at them now. They're begging behind the scenes. They want the guy to come back. They're trying to figure out how to address that. Baby steps. I wonder how much money they throw at the man to get him to take back. I wouldn't take it for millions, for llamas. Makes you wonder. Give me comments on this too. I want to see what you think. You want to help out the channel? Share this around. Check out the links in the description and more. But yeah, appreciate you. Can't say that enough. Thank you. See you soon.